Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today I'm going to share with you my blue and gold weekly challenge that is going on with the La La Land Crafts regular design team. And for this one, I decided to use one of the older club sets, which I will have everything linked below, and I'll talk about it more when we get to that part. And then these adorable little polar bear, I call them brothers. So I'm going to start off by using the Snowy Hill stencil, but first I'm going to actually ink up my background. So I've got a piece of the Bristol Smooth cardstock, and I've got my Distress Oxide inks. I've got Faded Jeans and Stormy Skies, and I'm not gonna make you sit through this. It's just some simple ink blending, and I'm using my makeup brush to do it. So I'm not being super careful with it because I'm going to be covering it with this. And so this is the snowy part of the Snowy Hill stencil, and I'm using some Vicki Boutin. This is an iridescent glaze to go right over the top of it. It's real thin, so this goes super fast, and it actually dries really quickly too, so I didn't have to wait too terribly long to get this done. I did, however, dry my panel in between putting this on and the Distress ink because I didn't want it to bleed through my glaze. So here it is, all done, dry, ready to go. It's so pretty, it's so sparkly. And here's all my pieces. So this was the die set from the October Club kit, the one that had the Warm Hugs Marcy in it. So I thought this was like a perfect backdrop for my little polar bears. And then I'm going to do everything in blue and gold. And then, of course, I'm going to add a little bit of white sparkly in there because it is snow. And I thought it would be super cute to use this little die set. So I'm going to use, this one is called the Mountains. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. This one is the cloud, the Stitched Cloudy Hill Border, no, Stitched Cloudy Border Die. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I'll have it linked below. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, and I forgot to write it on my little piece of paper, my little cheat sheet. But I cut this out a couple times using, there's two different dies that come in this little package here. There's one that's got a straight curvy, and then one that's got this other. So you can do a couple different clouds, but I don't think I've used it for clouds except maybe one time. I really like it as a background. I use it for grass and bushes, and you can see here snow. I use it for all kinds of different stuff. So yeah, thinking outside of the box, hopefully. Now I'm going to use the mountain die, and this is the one that came in that club kit back in October. And I cut out a couple of mountains using this like navy blue cardstock, and I'm going to kind of layer them up behind. I'm working from the bottom to the top. That way I can layer each piece properly in its place. If I went from the top down, I might end up with my panel being a little too short at the bottom, and I was not going to let that happen. So after I put down each layer, I trim off the edges that are hanging over the side. And I like the way those mountains look because it looks like they're kind of like looking off into the distance, like they get further and further away, and I really like that look. So I cut out some of the trees that came with the mountain and the lake die, which are here, and I cut them out of some really sparkly gold paper because, gold trees in the forest, why not? So I'm just going to layer those all around the back. Actually, I think this card is really cute with the blue and the gold. At first, when I first saw this challenge, I was like, oh Lord, what am I going to do? And then when I realized that we can do whatever we want, and I just decided to go for this. Because I love my scene cards. So now I'm going to make sure all of my layers are glued together. And I'm going to just kind of speed through and quickly add the mountain, the caps on. I did those in gold as well. I thought about doing the white, but I'm like, I've got so much white snow and I just don't have enough gold here to make me happy. So I went with the gold caps instead of the white snowy caps. And I didn't put them on every single one. I only put them on the ones that I could reach easily. I left a few of them just blue. And then I decided to add my panel to my card base before I attach anything else to it, just because it'd make it easier to do that. So we're going to do that now, and I'm just going to use glue. Can you tell my tape runner ran out and I don't have any refills from my ATG gun, so I'm gluing everything, and it's okay. I actually think I like the gluing better than the taping. So now I'm going to put down my lake die, which I cut out of another different, more of a matte gold paper. That's like a specialty paper from Tonic Studios. And now I'm going to pop up my little brother bears here. Then I've got my winter cheer sentiment at the top, which I backed with some more of that navy blue cardstock. And I'm going to pop that one up as well. And I'm just going to put it up in the top left corner. And then I've got a little star, and that star is from the set that has, what's it called again? I wish I could remember the name of that star set, but I'll have it listed below. But here's a close-up of that one. I super love this card. I think it's so pretty. Here's a couple of close-ups. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I will see you again next week for the next challenge. Have a great week. Bye-bye.